a huge opportunity for brand agencies, traditional as well as digital, to start utilizing mobile as a medium to advertise. As because the people who are the real beneficiaries of any kind of advertising are really ready for it, they are wanting for it. And Africa, along with Asia, actually is really positioned to do a lot of innovations in mobile. M-Pesa is a classic example. A lot of things are happening regarding health, education, and someday hopefully in advertising. So that's what has really come with the main implications of this. Okay. Okay, so I've talked a lot about this should happen, but what really needs to happen to really cultivate this whole mobile revolution? The biggest thing is content. I don't know if you guys know, there are hardly any local contents coming from Africa. In South Africa, there are sites like, there are publishers like 24.com, or News24, or Finance24.com. There are some big publishers, but on the movie side, they have hardly any content. It's very, very small. In fact, our research shows, in fact, our data shows that lot of publishers outside Africa are being accessed in Africa, like the BBC's Com of the world, which is understandable. But I'll give you an example. Opera, the browser which we have, Opera Mini, comes up with a case study with the top 10 sites in each country. And in Nigeria, one of the publisher which is in the top 10 list is a Romanian website. It's sharemobile.ro. Now that's quite funny, right? A Romanian publisher is more accessed in Nigeria rather than on the online world, like they have this Naira Land or Naira Job, which is talking community. It is not on the mobile side. It's a Romanian website. It means there's a real dearth of local content, and it's a huge opportunity for guys like you. If you can develop a lot of mobile content sites, there's a huge opportunity. People really want to monetize it. Ad networks like us, Google, can really monetize this content. You can make a lot of money because there's hardly any local content in Africa. Second thing which a lot of us don't realize is that WAP is not web. What some of the publishers who are there on the website, they just put that content, put it on WAP, and their things will work. It's not that. The user experience is very different because you have this much realistic. You may not go and read a lot of news on it. You just want to see top 5 news, or you want to be searching for something, a nearby restaurant. So the user experience is different. You don't have JavaScript, cookies. There's no quick answer. You are looking for quick answers. So whenever you are trying to make content for the web site, which means the phone, just make sure it is not web. You have that demarcation, that clarity very much in mind. Because we have seen a lot of publishers in South Africa just failed because of this. Because these guys are very big on the websites, but when they come to web, their footprint is very, very low. Just because they have just put it this content, put it here, and think that it will do wonders. It will not going to happen. Data charges. It's humongous. Like in South Africa, actually, I can give numbers is that I think to access you pay around 1,000 rands, 1,000 rand, 1 rand, 7 rands equal to $1, 1,000 rands to access the internet. I think in Safaricoms of the world, it's a little expensive. But then if you see India, Bharti, Airtel, the one which I use, I pay just 150 rupees for unlimited internet on my mobile phone for the month. So it's really, really expensive, and the Safaricoms and the Zain of the world, and now that Bharti coming, you will see these data charges come low. Because you see a lot of things, a lot of businesses today make money just through this data. And Google helps them because you have a lot of businesses registered there. People want to search. There's a lot of online classifieds now. They're all moving to mobile classified, mobile directory. So data charges have to come